I am so late with uploading another video, and also I'm wearing glasses so I can actually see. Hi, my name's Dan and welcome to another video from King Dweeb Books. First of all, I would like to apologise so much because I am late with uploading my August wrap-up and my August book haul as well, for the simple reason being some of the books that I bought and read in August have been lent out and I still haven't got them back yet. So I'm waiting for that. So as soon as I've got them back, I will do everything in one video because I am kind of a perfectionist with that, and I want to get everything all in one video. In this video, I'm going to be doing I'm going to show you the books I wanted to read in September, and also the books I actually read in September, and my September book haul, even though I shouldn't have actually done one, and my October TBR. So these are the books I wanted to read in September, as well as trying to finish these two. However, these are the books that I actually read. As you can see, 4 of those books I did want to read in September. The other 5, I started one of them, Shadow and Bone. However, it were a bit slow at the beginning, and I will pick it back up, but yeah, I didn't want to carry it on. So I read these books instead. So the first book I read in September was Panic by Lauren Oliver. This book was really good. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It was super tense. I nearly said intense then. It was super tense, and I really liked it. Basically, it follows this game teenagers play at the end of their senior year in high school in America, in this little town called Cap, and it's about a game called Panic. And basically, Panic, they play these games where they're quite dangerous, and if you win a massive big cash prize where people put into this big money pot. It was good. I liked the premise of it. I like the premise, I don't know how to pronounce that anymore. And I really liked it. This makes me want to pick up some more of Lauren Oliver's books. I will leave a review, my Goodreads review on this book, in the description below, as well as the reviews of the other books that I read. The next book I actually picked out of my TBR jar. I do actually have one of those, although I've never taken out on camera. I have actually taken this one out of my TBR jar, and that is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by none other than J.K. Rowling. I really love this book. Again, I'm sticking with the theme of my own personal supply of Harry Potter books, with these brand new gorgeous adult edition covers. I really love them. I really enjoyed this. It did get a bit slow in the middle, but I really liked it. I really liked it, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and I'm going to leave my Goodreads review in the description below. And because I liked the Chamber of Secrets that much, rereading it, I wanted to pick up the next one straight away, and I read Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which again I gave 5 out of 5 stars to. This book kickstarts off the dark twist of everything. It goes light in the first 2 books, like Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, and then it goes really dark from this book onwards. I really enjoyed this book. It was so nerve-wracking. It's good to read them again. if you've not read them for quite a while, and I really enjoyed experiencing it. Again, I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I picked up was The Iron Daughter by Julie Kagawa. This is the second book in the Iron Fae series. I wanted to finish this off and I managed to. I can't remember whether I gave it a 3 or 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I didn't do a review because I keep mentioning it that I'm doing a full series review on this series once I have bought and read the rest of the books in the series. It was alright, and it dragged a little bit. It did drag, and it could have been a little bit better, but I enjoyed it. It was enjoyable. So, either 3 or 4 out of 5 stars to this. The next book I then read was Black Friday by Robert Muchamore. This book was brilliant. I think it's the third and final instalment in the Aramov series, and it's the third book in the second series of Cherub. I think I don't know whether Lone Wolf carries on this series. I don't think it. No, it doesn't. Lone Wolf, I think that's part of the second series, but on a different tangent to it. I can't wait to pick it up. I gave this, I think, 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. If you haven't read the Cherub series, I highly recommend you do. I mean, the book that you need to start with is The Recruit. They have got new covers. However, I've got the old ones, and they go like that. And Lone Wolf is the brand new one that's out. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And the next book I picked up, or the last book I read in September, was The Giver by Lois Lowry. I do know, even if I didn't see that at the top, that this is now a movie. I really enjoyed this. I think what I'm doing, if it's the start of a series and it's alright, if it could have been better, I think I'm starting to give that a 4 out of 5 stars. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. Not that that extra star means anything, that I didn't enjoy it. I love this book, but because it's starting out and it's a little bit bumpy, I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this. I'm going to get the film when it comes out on DVD. So, yeah, it was really different. I think it's a children's book, children's dystopian, and I will definitely pick up the next books in the series. And now moving on to my September book haul. I was meant to be on a book buying ban. However, the rules for that ban were I either read 20 books that I've got at the minute, or I wait until I have got a job and then start buying books again. I got a job last week and I bought myself some books to celebrate. Let's kick things off. These 3 books are all part of the same series. They are a trilogy, and I'm updating my battered covers, and these are the Hunger Games trilogy. And this trilogy consists of The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay. Now, these books are all by Suzanne Collins. Obviously, the first 2 books are already movies, and the first part of the first book is coming out in 2 months. In fact, I could even say next month if you're watching this in October. I mean, seeing as though we're on the very last day of September when I'm filming this. I love these books. They are so good. And I cannot wait for the 3rd film to come out. The next book I got was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. This is the first of the last few books, which are super chunky. They are thick. They are really thick. And yeah, I cannot wait to get into this and eat up this massive big book. Not obviously literally eat it up, because what person in their right mind eats books? This next book I am currently reading, or I started reading it. I'm up to chapter 3 at the minute, and I had it recommended by someone at Waterstones. And that book is Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. I have stopped reading it at the minute because the way it's written, it's a little bit weird. It's really weird, the way it's written. It is meant to be one of those iconic, scary things, and I can't wait to see where it goes after chapter 3, when I've got past chapter 3. And yeah, I'll definitely be finishing this soon. I'll try and finish it in October, because Halloween comes in October. However, I have got some books to read in October for the scariness. And the final book I bought myself was The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey. This is the second book in the Fifth Wave series, the first one being The Fifth Wave. And I am currently reading it. I am reading as we speak, and I am currently about 155 pages into it. This book is so good up to yet. It's a lot shorter than the first book. I think this one's just under 300 pages, whereas the other one is over 500 pages. This one is kind of like the deep breath that you're taking, the really tense deep breath that you're taking when you're watching a good horror film before everything else, or a good action film before everything else kicks off in the last part of it. So the beginning part was really action, suspense, and punchy suspense and action filled. And this one is the middle part where everything's really tense. It can shatter at someone's breath if they let out a dodgy breath, and you're waiting for the last part, which will be the last book apparently next year, when everything kicks off again. I cannot wait to finish this book, and apparently I've heard it does get better in the last chunk. And now on to the final segment of this video, and this is the books I do plan on reading in October. Now, because Halloween is in October, I have picked out some books that I hope are really scary and are going to give me the heebie-jeebies. The first book I plan on reading is Lockwood & Co., The Screaming Staircase. This is the first book in the Lockwood & Co. series by Jonathan Stroud. I haven't read his original series of books myself. However, some of you viewers may know him as the author that wrote the Bartimaeus trilogy, or no, the Bartimaeus series. I hope I've got that right. And this is his new series. The second one, I think it had something about a skull. I can't remember what it is out at the minute. And I cannot wait to get into it. I think I've heard somewhere that, or to me it sounds a little bit like Skullduggery Pleasant, and if you haven't guessed already, I love Skullduggery Pleasant. That is my favourite series ever. Next book I hope to pick up is Asylum by Madeline Rue, or Madeline Rue, I don't really know how to pronounce it. This book looks so spectacularly scary with the covers, and it has got pictures in it that interweave with the storyline. Now, the other book that you'll know that does do that kind of thing is Miss Peregrine's Home by Ransom Riggs, and also its sequel, Hollow City. This book I think it follows the main character called Dan and some of his friends that spend the summer staying in an old asylum, and creepy things ensue. I cannot wait to get into this book. It sounds so scary, and if I like it, I'll definitely pick up the second book in this series. The next book I plan on reading in October is The Fallen by Charlie Higson, and this is the 5th book in the Enemy series. This book series is basically about zombies, and it's the zombies are everyone over the age of 14, and they're struck by this disease that basically turns their brain into mush, and they are rotting, nearly lifeless zombies. So I do hope to read this soon. I really like it. I really like this series, and I'll try and get into this next month. And the final book I hope to read in October is by an author that I am a bit intimidated to read some of his books because of the massive big thing surrounding them, and that is The Shining by Stephen King. Now, Stephen King, has a lot of you, or nearly all of you, will have heard that Stephen King is one of those great prolific horror writers of this day and age. I am so daunted to read this book because I've never read anything by him before, and it's like, what happens if I don't like it? Will I get all this negative feedback if I don't like it, and I'm the only person that don't like it? I mean, I know there are probably people out there who don't really get on with his work or anything, but I am really wanting to get into it and enjoy it. I really hope I do. I've never seen this film, so I do hope to get into this and like it. I'll probably read this after. I'll probably read this last. I might read this last, I think, to get the full effect of it, and hopefully I read it before Halloween and everything scary ensues. So that's it for this video. If you did like this video, if you've read any of these books I mentioned in this video, then please comment in the comment section below, give me your thoughts on this, on those books, and also please subscribe and like this video. Thank you.